Hello everyone. Today we are going to start our chapter number 4, that is heat. So what do you think? What is heat? Heat is a form of energy which makes the substances hot. And in this chapter we are going to study about some more concepts of heat. So first let's see what are the different topics we are going to learn in this chapter. First of all, we will discuss about the hot and cold objects, and we will also discuss how we come to know whether an object is hot or cold with the help of our sense of touch. Then we will talk about the temperature and thermometer. After that, we will talk about temperature scales. In this, we will talk about the Celsius scale, Fahrenheit scale, and Kelvin scale. Then we will talk about the different types of thermometer, and under this topic we are going to learn about the clinical thermometers and laboratory thermometer. Our next topic will be transfer of heat, and in this we will also talk about the different ways of heat transfer. So let's start with our first topic. In winters, you feel cold inside the house, and to make yourself warm, you used to wear the woolen clothes, and you feel warm when you come under the sunlight, right? But in summers, you feel hot not only outside the house but inside the house too. So now the question arises, what makes you feel hot and cold? In our daily life, we come across the different type of objects. Some are hot like coffee, some are cold like ice cream. So how do you check that hotness or a coldness of an object? I give you one more example. When you don't feel well, your mother used to touch your forehead and she just say that you have fever, right? Means your body is hot. So what we are using to check hotness or coolness of object? We come to know with the help of sense of touch. Like all other senses, sense of touch help us to come to know whether an object is hot or cold. But do you think that sense of touch is reliable? Means can you believe on this sense of touch all the time? Let's understand it with an activity. To do this activity, you need to take 3 bowls A, B, C. The size of the bowl should be that much that you can easily put your hands in it. In a bowl A, you have to take a warm water. That should not be very hot or it can burn your hands. So it should be bearable warm water. In bowl B, you have to take ice cold water, and in bowl C, you have to take moderately warm water. This can be prepared by mixing the bearable warm water and ice cold water in equal amount. Now you have to put your right hand in bowl A and left hand on bowl B for some time, and then you have to put both the hands in moderately warm water. So what do you feel here? In the right hand you will feel the water is cold, and in the left hand you will feel the water is warmer. It means we are feeling same water cold and warmer. From the activity we can say that We cannot always rely on our sense of touch to decide how hot or how cold an object. It means our skin or our sense of touch can make us fool also. So that to know the estimate hotness or coldness of an object, we need something reliable. And that reliable or trustworthy thing is temperature. Temperature is degree of hotness or coldness of an object. Means कोई object कितना गर्म है, कितना उसका कितना गर्म है या कितना ठंडा है, ये हम किससे बता सकते हैं? Temperature से. And we can define it as that it is the degree of hotness or coolness. जैसे आप किसी ऑब्जेक्ट को वे करने के लिए वेइंग मशीन यूज़ करते हैं, वैसे ही टेम्परेचर को मेज़र करने के लिए हम एक इंस्ट्रूमेंट का यूज़ करते हैं जिसे हम कहते हैं थर्मोमीटर. सो द इंस्ट्रूमेंट विच इज़ यूज्ड टू मेजर टेम्परेचर आर कॉल्ड thermometer. Here basically we will talk about the two types of thermometers, clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometers. Clinical thermometers are used to measure the temperature of human body, and you can easily find out at your home. You can ask your parents to show the clinical thermometers. The simple thermometers you can see with the mercury and digital thermometers. Next is your laboratory thermometer. Laboratory thermometers are usually used to measure the temperature of objects in science laboratories. Means they are not used for measuring temperature of human body. They are only used to measure the temperature of objects, place, etc. In these days, because of COVID-19 pandemic, as you know, the coronavirus can easily spread out by touching. So in these days we use non-contact thermometers, right? In non-contact thermometer, they have infrared rays. So when infrared rays are concentrated on your forehead, it absorbs the infrared rays and produces heat. So more the heat, more will be the temperature. In mathematics, if your teacher asks you to draw a line of 4 centimeter, what do you use to measure that? You use a ruler, right? And on the ruler or with the help of ruler, you can draw a line of 4 centimeter, or it can be a 5 millimeter, or you can draw a line of 5 inches too, right? So to measure the length, we use different scales of centimeter, meter, inches, foot, right? Similarly, to measure the temperature, we have different scales. The most importantly, we use the 3 type of scales in which we are going to discuss in this chapter are Celsius scale, Fahrenheit scale, and Kelvin scale. To Celsius is write in the short form of C, Fahrenheit F, and for Kelvin we write K, right? So each and every thermometer have these different scales. The simple clinical thermometer which you used at home, it can show you both the scales, Celsius and Fahrenheit, right? So the Celsius scales in this thermometer, you can see there are different divisions, right? And these each division, either it is a Celsius scale or Fahrenheit scale, each division is called degree. So when we speak a temperature, if we are using a Celsius scale, we will say 36 degrees Celsius or 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. Degree is what? is the division which you can see in this scale. Each division is called a degree. When you use the different type of temperature scales, for a same temperature there can be different values in different scales. For example, water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius. The same temperature in a Fahrenheit will be equal to 32 degree Fahrenheit, and in Kelvin it can be 273 Kelvin, right? So story short means I want to say that uh, in different scales there are different values for same temperature. So in this video we had come to know that heat is a form of energy which makes the object hot, and we cannot rely on the sense of touch for the hotness or coolness of an object. So we use a reliable thing, that is temperature, and temperature is measured with the help of thermometers, which could be clinical thermometer or laboratory thermometers. Thermometers can have different temperature scales like Celsius, Fahrenheit and Kelvin, and we can have different values on different scales for a same temperature.